Hello guys. Gonna be doing an unboxing of the inphic gaming mouse. Before I start, just want to let you guys know that this was sent out to me, but I will do my very best to remain unbiased. Yeah, let's get into it. I'll be trying it on the game, obviously. I'll be trying on Valorant, give it a little bit of go, but I did want to see it on, didn't want to see it first. So this is the mouse. I believe it is a $30 mouse, $35 mouse, and what's it called? Some good things, some bad about it is it looks cool as hell. Some bad things is I believe it's really heavy compared to, you know, what we're used to. I believe it's around 96 grams or something like that. I'll have to verify. But yeah, one of the things that I was personally excited about, that it has like tri-kit connectivity, so it has Bluetooth connection as well. That might not be important for you. That just kind of is for me because it's nice to have a Bluetooth mouse. And I don't happen to have my Textrack X3 anymore. So yeah, time to give this mouse a go. But like I said, I will be honest. So give it my true impressions, especially for $35. I'll be honest, they have a high bar to clear, I'd say. Like they have a pretty, in today's market, maybe in before it wouldn't be that much, you know, competition, but in today's market, we're in a little bit of a, they have to be kind of impressive, if that makes sense. And I think it's going to be kind of hard in that market. But you know what? We'll give it a go. We'll give it a see. So here it is. The IN9, I'm guessing for inphic. Let me see. There's probably the English version. Oh, there is no English version. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think there's an English version. That's a little unfortunate. I personally don't care because I wasn't going to read it, but I feel like that's kind of important for some people. So would have liked to see that, but you know, oh well. Not everyone's gonna care. So here's the mouse. It looks like it's gonna be like a G502 sort of clone thing, or like a looking shape. Also comes with this their own adapter. This doesn't feel that great. It's like plastic, but like personally, I don't care because it's not like it matters. It's not like I'm gonna be throwing it around everywhere. But yeah. So let's see. First impressions. The cable, I'm actually not impressed. It's not coiled or anything like that. Just a personal thing. Yeah. It's very average. It looks like it's very, very long though, as you can see, so that's cool. And like I said about the dongle thing, it feels relatively like just regular kind of plastic, as you can see, kind of like you can almost hear it even a little bit. I don't know, it's okay, it's fine, it's nothing great. And for the mouse, it looks like it's gonna have like this G502 kind of shape. You can see with this little thing right here. But yeah, let's get my first impressions. So let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's heavy, but it's definitely not lightweight. I don't know. It doesn't bother me, actually. I don't think I could. I think it'd be very noticeable in game, but right now it's not like super noticeable. But let's see. Let's try the clicks. Let me put it over to the mic real quick. Keep in mind that's how I'm holding it. I'm also holding it in air. It sounds a little different when you hold it in air than you know. But let's see. Some things I notice. I don't have a G502 for reference, so I can't really talk about the shape, but it does. I think what a G502 generally feels like. The clicks are kind of standard. I don't know. Nothing to really comment on, I'd say. It's just like I don't have much to say. They click okay. They click fine. They don't feel too heavy. They don't feel too light. They also don't feel bad. Like I do. I'm okay with this. I'm relatively satisfied with that. The scroll wheel is also. I do like the scroll wheel. Actually. I kind of changed my mind just because it's a little light, so when I middle click it sometimes will, if you're not careful, will scroll. So that's one thing. If it was a little heavier, that'd be great, but other than that, I do like the tensioning in terms of like how fast it stops in it, and like how it feels. But I would prefer to see that tightened up. That's the DPI button, I would assume, and these are the side buttons. The side buttons, they look okay, but I'll be honest, they do share like a little bit of wobble. As you can see, they have like this kind of like how to explain it, like, yeah, they're just kind of, I'll be honest, they do kind of like look cheap is what I'm saying. They work fine and they feel fine, but just judging like from like, I don't know, let's compare it to something like the B-Sticks. Obviously this is not a very fair comparison, but like they're a lot more, you can see there's a lot more play to them, I suppose, and like you can push them in like even like after the click, and like just kind of that feel. It's fine in general, but I'd say that is something noteworthy that may or may not affect your decision, just especially because it's going to be like a $35 mouse, Let's try the skates. Let me try taking off the PO first, then we're going to give it a go. Oh yeah, it does have a dongle holder, which is nice. And like I said, it is Bluetooth. Oh, look, there's a thing for the RGB as well. So I'm gonna try that. And I do believe it doesn't use like the Uhuru Gaming Mouse. It doesn't use its own AA battery. So that is gonna be nice. It has its own lethal, not lethal, a lithium battery, I believe. So that's cool. But in today's market, that's nothing particularly special. All right, let's see. Let me get the dongle. I'm assuming it's in here. Yep, in here. And I probably should have cleaned that up really. Well, yeah. Okay, well, here it is. Nothing particularly special. It says inphic on it. Yeah. All right. Do I have anything? Yeah, you know what? I do. Perfect. It comes with this. So this is actually the Uhuru Gaming Mouse did not come with something like this, which is a little nice. Nothing like oh my god, you know, this mouse is amazing, but it's nice. I guess I don't have to plug it into my desktop, you know, directly. All right, it's plugged in. Let's see if it has any charge into it. I assume it does, but I don't know. So let's see. This should be on off. Well, this is just RGB, I think, right? Okay, that's a little confusing actually. Okay, so I can't tell if it's out of battery if I didn't power it on. I would look at the manual, but I kind of can't read the manual. So let's see. Maybe if I hold it. Nope. Okay, maybe it is out of battery. Let me try plugging it in. Let's see what happens. At least it's USB Type-C. There you go. On that part. Wired 2.4. And that's the RGB. Cool. Right. I do like RGB. That is the indication of the battery life. And I'm guessing this is DPI, which is also neat. I actually haven't checked if there is a what's it called, software online, so I would have to check for that. But oh, I did not mean to queue. Let's go into range, give this a go. I do hopefully I can switch it to 2.4 before, because like I would rather give this the wireless, you know, shot. But so first impressions, this isn't going to be a mouse, I'd say, for the enthusiast community, unless you like the G502, or if you like what's called aesthetics, because it is a really cool mouse. I like the colorway a lot, I do. But I don't think this is going to be a mouse you're going to buy based off performance. So like, for example, I guess the polar opposite, not the polar opposite, but a pretty big opposite would be the Uhuru Gaming Mouse, where it's like kind of regular, but it has like performance, especially for the value, right? So this one like performs pretty much, I think, better. I think even the what's called the sensor is going to be a little bit older. Let's see, the sensor is going to be, yeah, it's a 500 milliamp battery, so this should theoretically last a while compared to like 250 milliamps or whatever on like other AMS, but I don't know. I was trying to look for the sensor here, but I don't know if it's mentioned on here. But I do believe the sensor is a little bit older. Not like that probably matters in real terms, but yeah. All right, let's see if I can get it to wireless. Let's see. Okay, there you go. It's in wireless. I don't know how much battery it has. There we go. All right, well, hopefully it lasts a bit. Oh, yeah, there, the battery level's right there. It's on full battery. You can see it's fully charged. That is full battery. Okay. I'm not sure how to turn it on other than that, but sure. Well, let's give this my genuine first impressions. I haven't used a heavier mouse like this in a while, honestly. And keep in mind, this is really not meant for my grip. I play fingertip grip, which is like this. And this is clearly not meant for that. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's clearly meant for a palm grip like this. So I think a different audience here, it's a lot more comfy, I'd say, if you hold it like this, like a palm grip. So if you're a palm grip user, I think this might be better for you. But I personally can't play with palm grip that well, as you can see. I'd probably force myself to use a fingertip if I was trying to play with this one. See, you even saw limbo jump there, like how it jumped like without me trying. That was not me trying to jump, it just kind of did, because it's super easy to actuate, super light. So that's something I would have liked to see a little bit, tighter. But yeah. All right. Well, let me give you kind of my opinion. So like I said, I'm going to be completely honest here, even if this was sent out to me. Definitely not for the audience of enthusiasts. So if you're like an FPS player, or if you like a sweat, or if you like have other gaming mice, this might not be for you. But for who this is for is the people who either like the G502 and want a cheaper option, or they really like the design, I suppose. Because in my opinion, the design is really stellar. I do really like it in a lot of ways. So I think that's where at one point where it shines. The build quality and everything is actually just fine. I do like the texture, like this. The coating is really strong, is like really strong, even without this like kind of like, even without this textured sides a little bit more like different a little bit. It's still really solid. I don't know how to explain. It's just like I can almost pick it up like this. Obviously, I can't, but because my fingers are little. But you know, so it is still what I would say is a solid mouse. It's just what's it called in terms of the value, and it depends what you're playing, right? If you're playing an FPS game and you want a lighter mouse, you can get something like the Uhuru Gaming Mouse for 1/3 of the price. But this is, like I said, this is not for that. So I think this is for the casual gamer, the palm grip gamer, the person who plays maybe other games other than what's it called FPS games, because the FPS games I think lighter mice are generally more important. But for other games that might not be as important. So yeah. I don't hate it at all. I like the aesthetics. I wish the performance was a little bit better. I wish it was a little bit lighter weight, but I can, as you can see with the G502 shape, the G502 shape was really never meant for the FPS genre. So yeah. Overall thoughts. Unfortunately, this is what I would say is not under my, you know, what I would look for in a mouse. But like I said, I don't think that means it's a bad mouse by any means. Like, because I don't know. For the price, I'd say it's regular. Some of the other mice nowadays have kind of brought that bar lower. So like the Uhuru Gaming Mouse was $10. It's kind of insane. But in like a few days in yesterday's market, I would say this is a pretty solid value. It's still $35. But yeah. Like I said, like I clarified, this is not for your FPS gamer. This is not for somebody who, you know, like example, the Uhuru Gaming Mouse, this one for $10 is going to be good for people who sweat, who care, right? But if you looked at this and you gave this to like your little cousin as a gift, which one would they prefer? It's pretty obvious. They probably prefer this one. This one looks cooler, has lights, you know. There's just a lot of things people might like about this one other than the Uhuru Gaming Mouse, but they're clearly for different audiences. So as you can see. So I think that's where the inphic gaming mouse is going to shine, is that G502 shape, maybe a little bit cheaper than G502. It still feels fine, just fine. I don't know how long it'll last. We'll have to see. But I think the strong points are probably just aesthetic, and that like it's still relatively cheap. You know, relatively cheap, and like as you can see, it functions mostly just fine. It's not like this is a mouse that like, oh, the sensor's all of a sudden unusable. Like yeah, this is still fine. If you've seen my video on the Akko Cat gaming mouse, that thing just immediately struggled. This is fine. The performance is gonna be fine. So yeah, maybe not for FPS gamers sweats, but I think definitely a nice pick if you like the aesthetic, and like everything else about it seems fine. I like how the battery thing is shown right there. There's the Bluetooth mode, like I said, that's gonna be actually kind of important to me. So I actually probably will use this mouse, like at work or something. Yeah, Bluetooth, what's it called, dongle holder, stuff like that. Other than that, I don't think there's that much for me to comment on. It really is just a mouse of, you know, 2050. Just a mouse of kind of like personal preference aesthetic, you know what I mean? Like for the casual, that's what I'm trying to say. So enthusiast, I don't know, probably stay away from this one, but casual or a gift for your cousin, I mean, it looks pretty cool, huh? So yeah, that's going to be my honest thoughts about the inphic gaming mouse. Like I said, try not to sugarcoat it. Try not to shill because they sent it out to me. It is what it is. Has its every product has its place, but I unfortunately think it's not for the market where my channel is generally for, which is like nerds who like fixate on like other mice like performance, you know. But in a market where we're all focused on performance, at least there's still some aesthetic in it. And like, yeah. All right, I've been going on long enough. I'm not gonna go longer about this video. So for now, that'll be my video. So thanks for watching. If you want to see more reviews, unboxings, other stuff like that, would appreciate a like and sub. But that's totally up to you whether you do or not. If you have any comments at all, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. Or questions, sorry. If you have any questions, feel them down in the comments below. Other than that, I think that'll be it. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.